What's going on, you guys? You already know who it is. It's Canon the Deseret Ninja. And for today's video, I'm gonna take you guys through my diet. So basically what I eat in a day. Now I'm doing this video because while working and training hard is very important, so are your eating habits. It's like that saying goes, 50% of living a strong and healthy life starts in the kitchen. So basically what I'm going to show you guys in today's video is what I eat for breakfast, lunch, and dinner, and some snacks that I'll eat along the way. Hopefully by the end of this video, you guys will be able to have a general idea of what I eat to be able to live a strong and healthy life. Alright, are you all ready? Let's get into this. This morning for breakfast, I'm planning on making scrambled eggs on toast. Honestly, I probably ate eggs the most for my breakfast, whether they're scrambled, they're an omelet, or they're in something like a breakfast burrito. I love to eat eggs for breakfast, not only because they're delicious, but because they are literally one of the healthiest breakfasts you could eat. They're full of vitamins, antioxidants, they are chock full of protein, and they are considered a superfood, which means one of the healthiest foods you could possibly eat. So let me take you guys through the process of how I normally prepare my eggs for breakfast. What's up, guys? Voiceover Canon here, and just throughout the video I'm going to be explaining what's happening as we go. Alright, so for a scrambled egg recipe, you will need 2 eggs, some egg whites, pepper, salt, and garlic, a bowl and a whisk, and you don't have to use these, but I like to put in riced veggies to make it a bit more healthier. Alright, so our first step is to crack our eggs into our bowl, and make sure that they are whisked thoroughly, with the yolk and the egg whites being mixed completely in with each other. After that, take your egg whites and pour it in. Depending on how much you want, you can put in as much or as little as you need. Stir thoroughly and you're done. Alright, our next step is taking our riced veggies and putting it in our eggs. Of course, you don't have to put in your riced veggies. I love to. It's completely up to you, though. Make sure to stir thoroughly and you're done with this step. Alright, our next step is to add in our seasonings. Now, I love to use garlic, salt, and pepper. Of course, you can use whatever seasonings you want. Making sure not to over-season your eggs, stir in the seasonings thoroughly. Alright, make sure to spray your pan with a nonstick oil. I love to use coconut oil. And put your eggs on at about low to medium temperature. I usually like to use lower temperatures because it helps the egg not stick to the pan so much. Once your eggs are cooking, try to mix them up a bit, stir them about. I like to scrape the edges of the pan and kind of put them through into the middle. Kind of just helps it cook evenly. Our next step will be to add in our toast. Take a good piece of bread and cook it on about low to medium temperature. Whoop, looks like our eggs are almost done. Make sure to stir your eggs thoroughly and making sure that all of the eggs are being cooked because, trust me, you do not want to get food poisoning from this. Stir your eggs and flip them over as needed and cook them until they look about ready to you. Well, I think our toast is done. Take your toast out of the toaster and put it on your plate. With your cooked eggs and your toast done, butter your toast. I like to use something called I can't believe it's not butter. You can use normal butter though, or whatever you want. Put your eggs on your bread and you will be good to go. Look at that delicious, scrumptious breakfast. Alright, while we're watching me eat this, I'm just gonna go over what we just watched. Make sure you have all your ingredients, some eggs, egg whites, riced veggies if you want, and your seasonings. Whisk them together and put them on the stove for about low to medium temperature and until they're done cooked. Toast your toast, butter it, put your eggs on your toast, and you will be good to go with a scrumptious, delicious, and healthy breakfast. So yeah, just watching me eat right now. Yep, looks delicious. How are you guys? How's the weather there? Alright, so if I ever get thirsty during the day, apart from regular water, I love to drink vitamin water. And I absolutely love these things. They are really healthy. They've got tons of vitamins, including vitamin D, vitamin A, and vitamin E. They've got antioxidants, no sugars, so there's 0 calories, and they are just delicious. This one is a Kirkland brand. There's also the General Vitamin Water brand. This is the flavor Acai Blueberry Pomegranate. Definitely one of my favorite flavors. If you ever see these at the store, I highly recommend you buy them. Alright, now it's time for lunch. Today for lunch, I'm planning on making a bean and chicken quesadilla. I'm using chicken and beans because they're two very healthy foods. They're both chock full of protein, vitamins, and minerals. They can help reduce your risk of cancer. They can help lower your cholesterol levels. Beans are also very good for heart health. In other words, two very healthy foods. And now I get to show you guys how I make my chicken and bean quesadilla. Alright, it's time for lunch. For our chicken and bean quesadilla, first you will need to get your quesadilla shells. Personally, I love to use the uncooked Costco brand. Of course, you don't have to get the Costco brand or even uncooked quesadilla shells at all. You can have them pre-cooked if you want. Of course, I love to make my food from scratch, so I will cook my uncooked tortilla shells from the package. Alright, I think it's time to get our ingredients. First, obtain chicken. Next, get your beans. I prefer to use refried beans. You can use just any old beans you want though. Now we have our ingredients: chicken, beans, and quesadilla shells. Take your beans and slather it over your first quesadilla shell, making sure it completely covers the shell, although I like to leave some uncovered shell on the outsides. You don't have to do that though, do whatever you want. Next, sprinkle your chicken over the beans. Put as much or as little as you want, it's completely up to you. Next, sprinkle your cheese on top of the quesadilla. Put as much or as little as you want. I don't like to put too much on it, but again, it's up to you. Put it in your microwave and microwave it for 15 to 30 seconds. When the 15 to 30 seconds is done, check to see if the cheese is melted. If it isn't, cook for another 15 to 30 seconds. Looks delicious. This next step, you don't have to do it, but I like to take a pizza slicer and slice my quesadilla into 4/4 or 1/8 depending on what I want to do in the moment. But once that's done, it's time to eat. Just to recap, you will need some chicken, beans, cheese, and 2 or more quesadilla shells. Slather your beans over your cooked quesadilla shells, sprinkle your chicken over the beans, sprinkle your cheese over the chicken, microwave for 15 to 30 seconds. If the cheese hasn't melted, put it back in and you're good to go. One of my favorite things to eat during the day is Greek yogurt. Greek yogurt is known for its health benefits, including that it's high in protein and calcium. So let me show you what I do with my Greek yogurt to make it one of my favorite daily snacks. Alright, for this Greek yogurt recipe, you need Greek yogurt, whipping cream, and sugar-free jello. Place your Greek yogurt into a bowl and cover it with your jello of choice. Mix thoroughly so it's all completely mixed, and put your whipping cream on top of the mixture and mix in the whipping cream with that mixture to making a creamy and delicious snack. You can put in fruit, although in this case I didn't want to. Delicious and nutritious. Now finally, I'm gonna tell you guys what I eat for dinner. Tonight, I will be eating cabbage soup, which is personally one of my favorites. It's loaded with tons of healthy foods, including tomato, cabbage, pepper, and tons of other stuff. Now, my soup tonight is pre-made, but if you want to know all of the ingredients, just check in the description below. Now let me show you my dinner for tonight. This is what my cabbage soup looked like. Again, I will link the ingredients in the description below. Looks delicious. Never fails to disappoint. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, that is the end of the video. Hopefully by now you have a general idea of what I eat in a day to give me a strong and healthy life. If you enjoyed the video, please drop a like and consider subscribing. And drop a comment on what your favorite food is. Now wait, before you go, I have a very important announcement. I will be competing at Ninja Coalition's next competition. I'm sure that'll be so fun, you guys, so please wish me luck and watch out for the next video that will be about how I did. Alright, you guys, thanks so much for watching to the end of the video. Please consider subscribing and dropping a like, and I'll see you guys on the flip.